Assalamu alaikum students, I hope you will be fine. Well students, we are dealing with chapter number 11, that is sound. You know students, in the last lecture we have discussed the definition and introduction of sound with the help of activities, and the topic that we are going to discuss today is the characteristics of sound waves. In this topic we will learn how many characteristics of sound are there, and we will define them and explain them in detail with the help of an example. And we will discuss the factors on which the characteristics of sound depend. Let's proceed. All sounds begin with vibrating matter. You can say when there is vibration, there is sound. The sound of different object is different on the basis of characteristics that we are going to discuss. The characteristics of sound are pitch, loudness, and quality. First of all, we will discuss the characteristics of sound, that is loudness. Loudness is determined by sound intensity. What is intensity? Intensity is a measure of the amount of energy in sound wave. Proper definition of loudness is the characteristics of sound by which loud and faint sound can be distinguished. You can understand what is loud and faint sound with the help of this video. Well, I hope students this video clear the concept of loud and faint sound. Loudness of sound depend upon the three factors. Number 1 is amplitude of vibrating body, number 2 is area of vibrating body, and number 3 is distance from the vibrating body. What is amplitude of vibrating body? The amplitude means the height of sound waves. If the amplitude is high, a loud sound can be produced, and if the amplitude is low, a feeble sound can be heard. So, loudness of vibrating body has a direct relation with amplitude of sound. Example, if you strike a drum softly, its can vibrate with a smaller amplitude and a soft sound is produced. If we strike the same drum harder, its can vibrate with a large amplitude and a louder sound is produced. What is the area of vibrating body means? The area means the large surface. Look at the figure. There is a large drum and a small drum. If we beat the large drum, it produces a high sound. But if we beat a small drum, it produces a low sound, because area of large drum is more as compared to small drum, and it is more particles in the large drum as compared to the small drum. So we hear a sound, loud sound, when we beat the large drum, and we can say that area of vibrating body has direct relation with loudness. Now, what is the effect of distance from vibrating body? If the distance from vibrating body is large, we can hear a low sound, and due to large distance the amplitude decreases. So we can say that the distance from vibrating body has inverse relation with the loudness of sound. The loudness of sound also depend upon the physical condition of the ear of the listener. The sound appear louder to a person with sensitive ear than to a person with defective ear. Students, these are the factors on which the loudness of sound depend. Now, let's proceed to the second characteristics of sound, that is pitch. It is the characteristics of sound by which we can distinguish between shrill and flatter sound. Flatter sound is also known as grave sound. Now, what are the factors on which the pitch depend? The pitch depend on the frequency of sound. What is frequency? The frequency of wave is the number of waves that passed a fixed point in a given amount of time. In a high frequency waves, there is a large number of waves passing in a given time as compared to low frequency waves. Students, to understand the concept of pitch in detail, watch this video.
When the frequency of the sound wave increases, the pitch of the sound becomes higher. When the frequency of the sound wave decreases, the pitch of the sound becomes lower.
The next characteristics of sound is quality of sound. What is quality of sound? Two sounds of same loudness and pitch is distinguished with the help of quality. Let us consider sound 1 and sound 2. Sound 1 frequency is equal to 10 Hz and sound 2 frequency also have 10 Hz. The sound 1 and sound 2 both have same wavelength, that is 0.01 meter, and having same amplitude, that is 0.02 meter. If sound 1 is play on drum and sound 2 on piano, can you distinguish between both voice? Yes, we can distinguish between the voice coming from drum and voice coming from piano due to the quality of sound. Both have same pitch and same loudness, but we can distinguish on the basis of quality. Okay students, at the end of your lecture, it's time for your home task. In your home task, include some review questions from your exercise that is related to the today's lecture. 11.8, 11.12 and 11.13 from the exercise. Solve this with the help of this lecture. And tell me, in the case of any query, ask me, I'll help you. Thank you very much. Take care. Allah Hafiz.